What's going on, guys? Thank you for tuning into Easy TV once again. If you're new around here, appreciate you checking out the channel and possibly considering subscribing. And for all of you who could take half a second, go down there, smash the thumbs up button. It would be greatly appreciated. But today, as you can tell by the title, we have a pair of Air Maxes, arguably the most iconic line that Nike's ever released, all the Air Max shoes. And this is specifically a pair of Air Maxes in collaboration with CLOT. And these actually originally released, they're dubbed the Kiss of Death. They're originally released in 2006. There's a few minor differences, but the main detail is still the same between the 2006 pair and this pair. Hit them on Sneakers app. Really wasn't planning on copying these, but it's been quite a while since I've actually copied an Air Max. Now that I think of it, I used to love Air Maxes all the time back in like middle school. But let's get these out of the box right here and get my first impressions. All right, so cool little Nike box here, as you can see. I'll show you the top as well. And then as you can see here, Nike Air Max 1 CLOT Net Deep Red Orange Blaze. In my size 10, you see the CLOT logo right there, and the tag itself. They give you the meaning of each of the characters, as well as some special wrapping paper. I think one thing brands are doing now when it comes to Chinese New Year or whatever, when they use an Asian theme for their shoes and designs, and specifically when they put characters, like Chinese characters, on the box, on the shoe, and they don't really tell users what they mean. I think it's really a simple step they could take to really further their storytelling, and I really like how they did that here. So let's get my first impression on the actual shoes. This is also like a plasticky kind of, a more plastic kind of paper, a little nicer paper. Ooh. You get a little notice here how the product is made with naturally dyed materials and things like that. Wow. Holy crap. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't look at a lot of pictures of these before they came out. Again, I wasn't really planning on getting them. Extra pair with the red laces right there. These are like a wax flat lace, and so are the replacement laces. All right, so here's a shoe, the Nike Air Max 1 in collaboration with CLOT. And really interesting shoe. A lot to look over here after I give you this brief once over. A lot of cool details. So first things first, let's talk about the most kind of feature that was carried over from 06 and is still on this shoe, which is that translucent toe. You can see there's some perforations there, right? So it doesn't fog up because your feet get all hot and sweaty. And you can see through it the characters. Again, the characters were described on the actual inside of the box. So that's really by far the most kind of out there feature. Again, I remember when like these kind of clear shoes and stuff were kind of hot, like, I don't know, a while ago, many years ago, and it kind of was just a fad. But interesting to see that. Again, I never ever considered buying them for myself, but it's on an Air Max, which makes it a little bit more palatable to me, and I feel like to a lot of people. Got that bright orange midsole with the red accents. You know, this is like the classic, like CLOT loves using this tan beige color. You can see the detail here is ostrich leather, I believe. Whether it's real or not, I don't know. You've got green details all around there. Take it in. I believe this heel area is one that's a little bit different between this version and the 2006 version. You can see the CLOT logo. That's in leather as well. The rest of this, as you can see, is a suede. A leather insole, I believe, or maybe a pleather lined insole with the graphic as well. Or some sort of map of the foot down here. Different parts labeled, a reflexology mat maybe? Something of the sort. Kind of cool there, translucent icy blue outsole, and of course our classic Air unit. That's really all the main details. I guess I didn't really touch on the fact that you can see the texture there on the swoosh itself. A lot of cool textures going on here, but because the colorway, you know, for example, most of the upper is beige, but then this ostrich leather part is also beige. It like blends in, but then gives some texture, which I think is really cool. And to be honest, if you told me there was a shoe with a translucent toe and some ostrich leather and other different patterns and textures and a icy blue sole with a pattern on the bottom. I'm like, that'd be crazy, way too much going on. But I really like the execution here. Well done by CLOT. As you guys know, a couple videos ago I did that CLOT collab on the Jordan 14 Terracotta, which I thought was cool. And I think this is a dope execution by CLOT as well on this shoe. So props to CLOT. I've been liking a lot of the work they've been doing historically with Nike. I think it really brings out the best in them. So I don't want to spend too much time. That's the main lowdown on the physical features of the shoe. So holder cell on the Nike Air Max 1 and CLOT collab in this Kiss of Death 2021 release in this size 10. And as far as holder cell goes, right off the bat, I'll tell you hold, okay? The Nike Air Max 1, Air Maxes in general, but the classic model, like the Air Max 1, it really holds up over time. It's a model that really never goes out of style. People always want them. I know this is a little bit more out there, but it's been, what, 15 years since when this originally came out. It's more than enough time. It's a little bit different compared to some of the Jordan retros and stuff where they're retroing so often, like every several years sometimes, that the resale value and the demand sometimes starts to dwindle. I think with this 15 years between releases, there's a renewed sort of want for these, and I bet you there's tons of people who opened Sneakers app that day who had no idea that there was a 2006 release of this pair of shoes. So definitely hold these right now. And again, I'll pop up that screenshot as per usual. I think they're sitting around the 180 mark last time I checked. Definitely hold these. I'm gonna hold these for several months, gonna reevaluate where they're at the end of summer. And the only reason why I'm even gonna evaluate it then and consider selling maybe is just because I'm holding a little bit more shoes than I usually would. They're all good holds and they'll go up over time, at least that's what I believe. But I'm just holding more shoes than I'm used to right now. So we'll see at the end of summer. I might wanna offload some things over the course of the next several months. But if not, I could definitely see this being, seeing it's been 15 years since the last release, I mean, this could be a multi-year hold, really, to be honest. Personally, I'm not gonna be keeping these for myself. Again, that translucent toes is just a little bit too wild for me, even though I really appreciate the craftsmanship here. I appreciate the work that CLOT put into this, and I think it's a pretty cool shoe. It does remind me though, I do need to really re-up my Air Max game and at least get another pair of Air Max 1s in my collection. So that's my opinion on holder cell. Again, guys, just hold these. That's my quick little holder cell. But for now, guys, Easy TV, signing off.